Introduction. The percentage of L students across the United States public learning institutions has grown. According to NCES 2021, there were about 5 million Ls in 2018 in United States schools. The features in the Arabic language differ from English. Consequently, teachers face considerable challenges when dealing with students who speak Arabic. The article presents the case of Abdallah, who is a 9-year-old Palestinian student. Sarah Chang, as an experienced English as a second language teacher, developed a list of several questions as she seeks to find ways through which Abdallah can be helped to learn English successfully.
The purpose of the case study was to understand how important it is to know some background knowledge of students' native language. How can the native language help the student to learn the English as the second language? And what positive and negative relationships are there between the Arabic language and the English language? Who is Abdallah? Abdallah is a 9-year-old student from Pakistan. He completed grades kindergarten till third grade in Pakistan. From her first impression of Abdallah, Sarah, who was the master student observing Abdallah, saw that he was lacking knowledge in both English and Arabic. In Sarah's class, Abdallah was taught 2 hours every day and she focused on reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Sarah wanted to make sure that her first impression was not wrong, and she asked for assistance to test Abdallah in Arabic in order to see his reading and writing levels in his first language of Arabic. From the different tests given to Abdallah in both English and Arabic, Sarah was able to conclude that he was low in both his L1 and L2.
Abdallah's current status as an English and Arabic reader. Sarah offered background information on the student's observation with regards to his performance in English literacy. Abdallah studied in Palestine for his grades K through 3. He was living in the border region of Israel and Palestine. Chang highlighted that the student could write and read some Arabic words. Nonetheless, he had difficulties reading English phrases that had 3 or 4 phonemes. Several observations were obtained from the assessment, which offered a foundation for creating a plan for the student. It was revealed that Abdallah's lagging reading development is not associated with a literacy poor environment at home, language disability, or lack of basic word knowledge. However, he had not developed ample Arabic reading skills, which would offer a solid foundation to transfer his language to the English language. Abdallah has strong Arabic reading when text is available and robust in oral vocabulary. Nonetheless, he demonstrated weakness in word recognition strategies as well as fluency in Arabic and English.
Characteristics of Arabic language affecting acquisition. According to Cummings' 1981, an excellent comprehension of the native language plays a crucial role in ESL. The skills and knowledge of the native language offer a basis for L2 acquisition. Like most languages, Arabic differs from English, and the negative positive acquisition is complex and numerous. There are several traits of the Arabic language which appear to impact the transition of the student. They include the fact that Arabic speaking children have to pass 3 types of languages before becoming proficient speakers. The Muslim speaking children have to acquire their colloquial spoken vocabulary dialect and learn to understand the marks within the vowel. Arabic text has diacritical marks showing that children can read vowels in the 6th grade. Also, nations that speak Arabic have a strong oral language tradition.
Effect- Effective instruction strategies. A supportive cultural environment plays a key role for Arabic speaking students. Consequently, the developed instructional strategies focused on strengthening the students' Arabic reading strategies, especially when it came to fluency and word recognition. Chang recommended that the instruction given to Abdallah should be placed in a familiar environment, and scaffolding should be offered to identify as well as strengthen the student's positive transfer from Arabic to English and reduce the negative ones. Lessons learned. Teachers face major significant challenges when teaching English as a second language learners. Palmer, etc., 2007, demonstrated an experience with an Arabic speaking 9-year-old in a school in the United States. Abdullah gained academically due to the relationship with a tutor speaking Arabic. Unfortunately, across the nation, there is a lack of access to tutors who speak Arabic. Consequently, teachers in service should be formulated to assist tutors in acquiring knowledge that will ensure the effective handling of children who speak other languages. The incorporation of the family can play a crucial role in improving ESL learners' language proficiency. According to Tabors and Snow, 2001, tutors should institute creative means of accessing the abilities of bilingual children. There is a need to have assessment practices and instructions that provide the educators with a picture of the strengths and weaknesses of the bilingual children. Teachers should consider the role of wars and conflicts when addressing young bilingual children from Arabic speaking nations. Additional teacher training should be geared to improve ELL literacy.
Personal experience. Being in the classroom with two non native English speakers, I wonder why or where we were going wrong with our native Spanish speaker. After reading this case study, I realized that we should have worked closer with the student and their family to teach the student to write and read in Spanish while at home. I had an Arabic speaking student and a Spanish speaking student in my classroom. Both of them came to the United States only with months of differences. They both lost a lot of learning time due to COVID outbreak. When they returned to the school, they returned full time. They received push-in services for ENL every day during the reading block of the day. The Arabic speaking student moved from an entering ENL level to an emergent ENL level at the end of second grade. She knows how to read and write in Arabic. Some words were harder for her to pronounce and tap out due to the differences in languages. However, her understanding of the language increased highly. As for the Spanish student, she did not go up any ENL levels, nor did she go up any reading levels. Her writing also did not improve, and her understanding of the English language did not improve as well. It was very hard to communicate with her in English. When I spoke to her mother, she confirmed that she never went to school back in Honduras, and this affected her learning Spanish, reading and writing. She knew how to speak it well. After reading the case study, I understood more as to why the Spanish speaking student was having a hard time learning and writing in English. Her weakness in her native language has affected her learning English. Knowing how important it is to have the acquisition of L1, I will be able to advise the student's bilingual paraprofessional to help the student speaking their native language and also encourage the parent to do so at home.